You know that daily walk you take? Most of us see it as just a nice, gentle part of our day. But what if I told you that very same walk could become your secret weapon for fat loss, especially now that you're over 50? Well, in this explainer, we're going to show you the small, really smart tweaks that can turn your daily stroll into a true fat-burning engine.
So let me ask you, does this sound familiar? You are so consistent. You get your sneakers on every single day. You walk for 30, maybe 45 minutes. You've been doing it for months. But when you look in the mirror, nothing's really changed. It is, without a doubt, one of the most common and frustrating things to experience.
And this quote just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? You feel like you're doing everything right. You're trying to eat well, you're staying active, but that stubborn fat around the middle just isn't budging. It's so easy to think, what's wrong with me? Is my metabolism broken? Well, here's the good news. It's not broken. Not at all. It has just changed.
So what is going on here? Well, you've likely hit what we call the walker's plateau. This is that frustrating point where the walk that used to work wonders for you has kind of stopped moving the needle. So let's dig into exactly why this happens.
Here's the main thing you need to understand. Your body is incredibly smart. It's a master of efficiency. When you do the exact same leisurely walk day in and day out, your body adapts. It learns the routine, and it figures out how to do it using the absolute least amount of energy possible. So that walk that used to burn a decent number of calories, now it burns a whole lot less.
But to really get this, we need to look deeper than just adaptation. We have to talk about the unique biological shifts that happen to us in our 50s and beyond, because it's not just that your body got used to your walk, it's that the body you have today is playing by a slightly different set of rules than it was at 30.
I mean, think back. At 30, you might have been able to drop a few pounds just by skipping dessert for a week, right? Well, after 50, it is a whole different ballgame. The metabolic machinery that runs in the background, the thing that governs how we burn energy, it just undergoes some really significant changes. In fact, all these factors come together to create what you could call a perfect storm for belly fat. We naturally start to lose that precious calorie-burning muscle, and that directly slows down our metabolism. And right at the same time, hormonal shifts, like a drop in estrogen or testosterone, basically send a signal to your body to store more fat, specifically right around your midsection. Now, this natural muscle loss actually has a scientific name. It's called sarcopenia. And you want to think of muscle as your body's metabolic furnace. It burns calories all day long, even when you're just sitting on the couch. So as we lose that muscle, our body's baseline calorie burn just drops, making it so much easier to gain weight even if you haven't changed your diet one bit. So how do we fight back? This all sounds a bit discouraging, but the news is actually fantastic. You don't need to start running marathons, not even close. We just need to get a little bit smarter with our walks. So our very first upgrade is all about power and pace and breaking that boring routine your body has gotten so used to. Okay, this is a super simple, low-impact method called micro-intervals. Here's how it works. After a nice 5-minute warm-up, you're just going to walk with purpose for about 30 to 60 seconds. Think of it like you're late for an appointment. You're not sprinting, but you're moving. You should be breathing a little harder, but you could still hold a conversation. Then you just slow back down for a couple of minutes to recover. That's it. Just 3 or 4 of these little bursts can totally transform the effect of your walk. So why on earth does this simple trick work so well? Well, these little power bursts trigger something called EPOC, which stands for excess post-exercise oxygen consumption. You can just think of it as the afterburn effect. By pushing your body a little harder in those short bursts, you force it to work to get back to normal, and that process burns extra calories for hours after you've already taken your shoes off. It's like getting the benefits of a high-intensity workout without all that high impact. All right, our next upgrade is fascinating. It has nothing to do with how fast you walk or how far you go. It's all about when you walk. And this one little change in your timing can have a massive impact on your blood sugar and, you guessed it, your belly fat.
In Italy, there's this wonderful tradition. It's called the passeggiata. It's a gentle, leisurely stroll that people take in the evening, usually after dinner. Well, it turns out this beautiful cultural habit is actually backed by some seriously powerful science. The single best time to walk to manage belly fat is right after you eat a meal. And here's why. When you eat a meal, especially one with carbs, your blood sugar is going to go up. That's normal. Your body then releases insulin to shuttle that sugar out of your blood and into your cells. Now, if you're just sitting on the couch after dinner, those high insulin levels can be a powerful signal for your body to store any excess energy as fat. But
Look what happens when you just take a short walk instead. It's amazing. Your muscles immediately start soaking up all that sugar right from your bloodstream to use as fuel. They literally act like a sponge for glucose. This dramatically flattens that blood sugar spike, which means your body needs way less insulin, and it reduces that signal to store fat. A simple 10-minute walk after a meal can honestly be more effective for this than a 45-minute walk at any other time of day.
Okay, for our final set of upgrades, we're going to focus on turning your walk into more of a full body toner. We'll do this by improving your form and, if you're feeling up to it, by safely adding just a little bit of resistance. Believe it or not, how you carry yourself when you walk really matters. It's so easy to fall into that lazy stride, with rounded shoulders, looking down at the ground, arms just kind of limp. But by consciously switching to an active form, lifting your chest, engaging your core, and pumping your arms, you turn on so many more muscles. You protect your back, and you can increase your calorie burn by up to 10%.
Here is a fantastic mental cue you can use. As you're walking, I want you to imagine you're zipping up a tight pair of jeans. Just gently pull your belly button in towards your spine. This one simple action engages all those deep abdominal muscles. It basically turns your walk into a standing core workout, and it gives crucial support to your lower back.
Now, if you're ready to level up a bit, adding resistance is a great way to go. But please, please do it safely. Physical therapists will tell you to stay away from ankle weights. They can really mess with your natural gait and lead to knee or hip injuries down the road. A much better option is a light-weighted vest, which distributes the weight safely across your torso. Or, the simplest way, just find a walking route with a few hills.
Okay, so we've covered a lot. We talked about pace, timing, and form. Now, let's put one of the most powerful of these ideas into practice with a really simple, super actionable 14-day challenge.
I call this the 10 after dinner challenge. It's so simple. For the next 2 weeks, that's it. Your only job is to commit to a short 10 to 15-minute walk right after your biggest meal of the day. Don't worry about how fast you're going or how far you get. Just focus on the timing and just see how you feel.
At the end of the day, your daily walk is one of the most powerful and natural things you can do for your health and longevity. It is an amazing tool that you already have. So the only real question left is, are you using it to its full potential?